Welcome to PeppyFacts. 10 myths you always believed that are not true. Talking about myths, you will find tons of it. Some believed to be true and some don't. And some actually proven wrong. What I will be showing here will suddenly blow up your mind, which you have never encountered before. But before proceeding, I would like to mention that I have kept the bestest in the last 3 myths. So stay tuned till the end. Let's jump into it. Number 10. Chameleons change their colors to blend into the environment. No, though we see chameleons changing their color to match their environment, but they do it in order to communicate. Unlike birds and frogs, they don't sing, call, or engage in any verbal communications, but they are effective communicators. When chameleons are seen calm, they display a base color of green. The brighter colors a male display, the more dominant he is. By using this color variation, the male chameleons can attract a mate or defend their territory by flashing bright colors to each other. When the chameleons want to submit or surrender, they display drab brown and grey color. Females also use a colorful version in order to communicate when they want to reject mates or are pregnant. Number 9. Some people don't have dreams when they sleep. Everyone has dreams. Some people just don't remember theirs. Yes, it's true. The researchers specifically studied this in people having REM sleep disorder. Basically, these are the people who act out their dreams. These people gave sleep scientists a good idea of who was dreaming and who was not. Before conducting this test, the scientists gave a questionnaire to all the volunteers asking them whether they dreamt. Only a small percentage of volunteers said they either never dreamt or hadn't in more than a decade. But the results showed otherwise. In fact, the reality is, average person has about 9 dreams every single night. Number 8. An apple falling on his head is what gave Isaac Newton the key to identify gravity. The 17th century Bravo moment reveals that the sudden banging of a piece of fruit on Newton's head was what prompted him to come up with his law of gravity. Though Newton was partially responsible for the creation of this myth, he never really claimed that the apple fell on his head, nor did he make any discoveries that would lead him to develop the theory of universal gravitation until nearly 20 years later. This myth continues till decades, told to school children and repeated in educational books, though in his interview he did say that watching an apple fall out of a tree was what made him wonder about gravity. But definitely the apple never hit him in his head. Number 7. If you let your anger out, you will feel better. You know, when I'm mad at something, I usually hit my pillow so hard just to release my anger and frustrations. Cause it's better to hit on pillow instead of in anyone's face. And I'm pretty sure you also have some objects to hit on when you are angry. But it doesn't work actually, except to ruin your pillow covers. Researchers say that letting your anger out doesn't work at all. In fact, it makes you more angry because the rush of anger that we let out becomes addicting, meaning that we are more likely to lash out as a mean of controlling our anger. In other words, we actually create bad habits by letting our anger out. What we are doing here is we are training our brains. When we do something and anything that makes us feel good, we want to do it again and again. Therefore, the rush of anger is addictive. Number 6. Cats stroke you because they like you. Trust me, through this point I definitely don't want to upset the pet lovers. But if you believe that your cat stroked to show his or her love towards you, then probably you're mistaken. Cats don't see themselves as pets. Rather, they see themselves as the master and you as the pet. It's very simple. Humans feed them, stroke them, buy things for them. So the cat stroke reminds you that you are its property. If you say your cats present their prey to you as a gift, then you need to look closely what they mean. They simply try to show you how to catch prey and not to show how much they like you. No wonder cats have always been the cutest animal to be domesticated. But if your cat doesn't listen to you at all, don't worry. It's their catty nature. Number 5. Einstein was bad at math. Einstein was actually brilliant from an early age. When Einstein saw the rumor in a newspaper about him that said Einstein Einstein had been bad at math as a student, Einstein laughed and replied, "I never failed in mathematics. Before I was 15, I had mastered differential and integral calculus." Then from where the rumor has spread, the actual story was that Einstein was more interested in physics courses than his math courses. A physicist only needed elementary mathematics, and so he didn't bother to attend maths classes. What actually happened was that he failed his entrance exam to the Swiss Polytechnic in Zurich, despite excelling in the maths and physics sections, because he was 16 years old, 2 years younger than most people who applied for the university. Number 4. Some people cannot be hypnotized. Another myth closely related to hypnotism, which most of you believed, that you cannot lie when you are hypnotized. But this isn't true. You can lie as easily when you are awake. Hypnosis just gives you a deeper access to your unconscious, so you might be able to tell even more creative lies when you are hypnotized as opposed to when you're awake. Entering into a hypnotic trance is all about concentration. However, if you find it hard to enter a hypnotic state, doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. People naturally vary due to their sensitiveness towards hypnosis. Studies have shown that around 30% of people are relatively resistant to being hypnotized. Although, with little bit effort, this state of hypnosis can also be achieved. Many people think they have never been hypnotized or they cannot be hypnotized. But in reality, most of us have experienced a state of mild hypnosis. In fact, everyone has the ability to be hypnotized because it's a natural, normal state that each of us enter at least twice every single night. Once when we wake up and once when we fall asleep. Coming to the most awaited myths you have been waiting for. Number 3. Michael Jackson had surgery to make him white. We all mistook his transformation from black to white as having plastic surgery of his entire body, but this isn't true. Michael Jackson had a pigmentation disorder called vitiligo. The cause of vitiligo is unknown, but this disease happens when your immune system mistakenly attacks some part of your own body. In vitiligo, the immune system may destroy the cells that make pigment, that is color. Due to the disorder, his skin color became patchy and he had his skin bleached in order to even it out. An autopsy done at Jackson's death even confirmed that he had vitiligo. Number 2. Hollywood is the world's biggest distributor of movies. Yeah, this is what we all know about it, that Hollywood is the world's biggest distributor of movies. But no, it isn't. Bollywood is not just a name for the Indian filmmaking industry, it's the name for the country's Hindi film industry. Bollywood movies are made in different languages which carries their own name, like Tollywood, Collywood. When it comes to global presence, box office sales and far-reaching influence, Bollywood exceeds all other film industries. It's the far larger movie distributor, followed by Nigeria. Hollywood is in the 3rd place. In 1899, Bollywood movies started with the production of a short film, and Hollywood's birth happened 11 years later in 1910 with a biography melodrama. Hollywood produces about 500 films per year on an average and has a worldwide audience of 2.6 billion, whereas Bollywood produces more than 1,000 films every year with a worldwide audience of 3 billion. Aren't you eagerly waiting for number 1? Here it goes. Wolverines aren't real. First of all, you need to know who the Wolverines are. If you don't know, the Wolverine is a powerful animal that somewhat looks like a small bear but is actually the largest member of the weasel family. Wait, what you thought? Oh, probably the American comic series named X-Men, the mutant hero published by Marvel Comics, right? Yes, the character somewhat resembles this animal. Wolverines are a small Canadian weasel that prefers to keep to itself. When cornered by a predator, it becomes vicious and attacks the predator's neck almost instantly. These tough animals are solitary and they need a lot of room to roam. So yes, Wolverines are real. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Feel free to share and stay updated with some more amazing myths by subscribing our channel and press the bell icon for instant notification. Thank you.